This video is sponsored by Amino apps. If you were ever trying to find a place that shares common interests with you, then the Amino mobile app is the perfect thing for you. Amino is a mobile network of communities for literally every single interest you can think of, including games, movies, anime, even vegan. Yes, there is even a vegan Amino. And from being a longtime user of this app, I can definitely say that Amino is the very best place to connect with people who share your interests. And for all of you Nintendo nuts out there, yes, there is an Amino for every single Nintendo game, my favorite of them being Mario Kart, Zelda, Splatoon, and of course, Pokemon. And on these wonderful communities, you can browse through the curated feed to see posts by other users, vote on polls, take quizzes, and even text and voice chat with other users. But I think the greatest thing to do on Amino has to be the newest feature added called the avatar chat. This feature allows you to video chat with other members of the community by creating your own custom avatar. I really encourage you guys to try it out. It's so much fun. If you guys would like to download the app for yourself, I will leave a link in the description, and if you do, then the first thing you need to do is add me on there as well. My screen name is Eryizo. Hope to see you guys there, and with that being said, let's get started. Ah, the wonderful world of Pokemon, a gaming franchise that has brought us childhood memories, interesting stories, and of course, Pokemon. And with all of these detailed... Wait a minute. That's weird. The picture should be moving, but it's not. Okay, that's fine. I'll just keyframe it again. That's fine. Alright. Okay, let's do this again. And with all of these detailed... Oh, okay. Why is it still not moving? I literally just keyframed it. Am I going crazy here? I don't know, but I guess I'll do it again. All right. All right. This is the one. Here we go. And with all of these details, okay, seriously, why is the picture not panning? Okay, I literally just keyframed it, and it's not panning at all. What is going on here?
Because that Pokemon there has shadow tags, so you can't move unless you defeat it in battle. Bitch.
Huh. Well, that's annoying. Alright, corny intro aside, there are a crap ton of really annoying Pokemon. From competitive battles, in-game use, or just Pokemon that won't let you run away. Sorry, I just have a real problem with Shadow Tag. There are a lot of ways to classify an annoying Pokemon. So today, I decided to step into the frustrating realm of the Pokemon universe to talk about the top 5 most annoying Pokemon of all time. Now first, let me get this off my chest. Just because I find a Pokemon annoying doesn't necessarily mean that I hate said Pokemon. A perfect example of this would be that I find LeVar Ball to be very obnoxious and annoying.
We talking about the GOAT here, the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, and you running your mouth talking about you gonna beat him one-on-one. Why would you say something so blasphemous? Blasphemous. He would need help, really?
But on the flip side, I also find him very amusing and funny. Although with recent comments he's made, I am definitely open to change my opinion, but I rest my case. And what I'll be factoring into this video is not just a Pokemon's annoyance in competitive battle, but a wide range of things that can make a Pokemon annoying. It could be game-wise, competitive, or just having a really punchable face. And yes, I am talking to you, Wobbuffet. And I think you guys know the drill by now. Opinionated videos like these are just that, my opinion. So if you disagree with me, that is completely fine. In fact, let me know in the comments section below what Pokemon you find annoying. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. And with that being said, let's get started. Well, I've already talked about this type of Pokemon earlier on in the video, so there's no point in beating around the bush here. Coming in at number 5, we have all the Pokemon that can gain access to the abilities like Arena Trap, Shadow Tag, or any ability that prevents you from fleeing battle. In case you guys don't know, abilities like Arena Trap basically prevents the opponent from fleeing a battle. Where it definitely has its uses against roaming Pokemon like Suicune, Raikou, and Entei, it's really just a frustrating process for someone who just wants to get through an area of the game. Now, this really is just a bit of a nitpick because in reality, not being able to flee from a battle unless you knock out the opposing Pokemon is not that bad. But it is really tedious when you are just trying to get through an area like Route 13 in Kalos, but then keep running into Trapinch that have Arena Trap every 5 steps you take. Again, it's a really minor thing, but still annoying nonetheless. Now, as we all are people who avidly watch Pokemon on YouTube, I think it's safe to say that everyone here has at least done one Nuzlocke run of a Pokemon game, right? Well, if you somehow were living under a rock for the last 5 years and don't know what a Nuzlocke is, essentially it is a much more difficult way of playing a Pokemon game. I'll have a link to all of the rules in the description, but the most important rule that I want to focus on for this segment is the fact that if a Pokemon faints in battle, it is considered dead and can never be used by a player again. The reason why I want to focus on this specific rule is because of the next Pokemon I'm going to be talking about, which are all the Pokemon that can learn the move Explosion or Self-Destruct, but the ones I'm going to be focusing on are Pineco and the Weezingland because they're the most common. In case you guys don't know what Self-Destruct and Explosion are, it's pretty self-explanatory, but basically they're moves that do a ton of damage at the cost of killing your own Pokemon. And with that insane power and how common the move can be found in other Pokemon, I cannot count how many times my Nuzlocke runs were ruined because of these two stupid moves. And by far the most common Pokemon that kill me with these moves are Weezing and Pineco. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I play Gen 1 and 2 a lot, but either way, I don't like it. It's annoying, so stop, please. Back in the days when I used to play a bit more of the competitive scene, I can remember a lot of Pokemon that were extremely annoying to come up against. Pokemon like Chansey, Gliscor, Whimsicott, Klefki, but none of them measured up on the annoying scale better than the Hax god itself, Jirachi. Honestly, there's only 3 things I need to say: Serene Grace, Iron Head, and Body Slam. And if you don't understand why those 3 things are so freaking aggravating, allow me to explain it to you. Serene Grace is an ability that boosts the likelihood of additional effects of a move to occur. This basically means that Iron Head and Body Slam have double the chance to activate their secondary effects, giving it a 60% chance to paralyze and flinch. So essentially, this Pokemon is used to para-flinch your Pokemon until you die. And I know to some people that doesn't sound that bad, which you're wrong by the way, but it takes absolutely no skill to use, and it's really frustrating to never get a hit off with your Pokemon. And even if you manage to come close to beating this Pokemon, all Jirachi has to do is use Wish, and all that damage you did is basically negated. And trust me, you're not going to get that many chances to whittle down its health, because the amount of times you can get a flinch off with Iron Head is insane. This little piece of gave me so much anger that I had to stop playing competitive altogether. Seriously, fuck Serene Grace. I think a list about annoying Pokemon cannot be complete without the legendary Toilet Bird itself, Pelipper. Now, I did say before the video started that I didn't hate all the Pokemon on this list, but this one has to be an exception. I mean, it made my top 10 worst Pokemon list for a reason, and that's because I freaking hate Pelipper. Listen, I am a big fan of the Gen 3 games. Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald are games that I can replay millions of times and not get bored with it. But that's the thing, I've played these games so many times that I've noticed one thing that I really didn't like about these games. There are way too many fucking Pelippers with Supersonic and Protect. Do I really need to explain why that's so annoying? It just stalls out battles even longer than it has to be, and when you're doing a Nuzlocke, Supersonic can potentially mess up your whole entire team. Not only that, but this thing also looks so goddamn ugly, like ugh. And don't even get me started on the fact that it loses speed when it evolves. That is seriously the dumbest thing I've ever heard, which in hindsight, I guess does work for the dumbest Pokemon ever, so good job, Game Freak. Pelipper is literally the spawn of Satan, and the fact that it got an upgraded ability in Drizzle to bring it to OU just makes things even worse. Now I have to see this stupid thing even more, so that's great, I guess. Remember how I talked about how Pokemon with Explosion ruin Nuzlockes for me? Well, there happens to be one more Pokemon that is even worse than them. Hard to believe, I know. But the #1 most annoying Pokemon of all time has to go to the patient Pokemon Wobbuffet. And what a fitting species name, by the way, because you really need to have a lot of that if you're going to take out this Pokemon. Now, I know I have already included all the Pokemon that have access to the ability Shadow Tag, but Wobbuffet really deserves its own spot on the list because this Pokemon has so many more annoying qualities than just Shadow Tag. First off, I don't know about you guys, but was I the only person that found Jesse's Wobbuffet to be completely obnoxious in the anime? I mean, sure, it was funny the first few times it said Wobbuffet, but that joke got old very quickly. But that is a bit more of a subjective opinion, so let's get back to the Nuzlocke runs. One of the main reasons why this Pokemon is labeled a Nuzlocke killer has to be because of the moves that it can run, being Mirror Coat and Counter, which deals back double the damage it receives. And combine that with its massive bulk, you pretty much got yourself a Pokemon that can potentially one-shot you. But I get that, it's a part of its whole punching bag gimmick. But seriously, Game Freak, did you really have to give this thing Destiny Bond too? Combine Destiny Bond, a move that essentially kills you if you kill Wobbuffet, with Shadow Tag, and well, you can say that a fair share of controllers have been broken because of it. All in all, Wobbuffet is the definition of annoying, and I honestly think there is a special place in hell for every single one of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and let me know in the comments section below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and become an Eryizo today. And I just want to reiterate that again, this is just my opinion, so if you disagree with me, that is completely fine. In fact, let me know why you think I'm wrong in the comments section below, and tell me what Pokemon you find annoying. I'd love to hear your guys' points. If you want to check out the previous video I did, be sure to click the annotation on the left. If you want to see some Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon videos, click the other annotation on the right. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.